Killer drones or kamikaze drones, weapons capable of turning the battle upside down. Here's the little flying bird, weighing a little over 2 kilograms, hanging in the air until it finds an enemy target. And then… This is small but a deadly drone, Switchblade 300, barrage ammunition, or as it is popularly called, a kamikaze drone, which is already performing tasks in Ukraine. Switchblade 300 is a development of the American company AeroVironment, and it was created in 2011 for US Marines in Afghanistan. The specifics of the Afghan campaign were quite unusual. It was not always possible to hit the enemy with the artillery, because the terrorists were hiding among the civilians. Switchblade 300 became a solution to this problem. Small, inconspicuous, and uncompromisingly accurate. It's a barrage of ammunition that can not only find the target, but even pursue it until it's destroyed. Let's pretend that 10 units of Russian MLRS Grad are firing on Ukraine's positions. Reaching them is sometimes simply unrealistic. Kamikaze drones come in handy here, minutes, and no enemy is left alive. The same things happen with the column of enemy vehicles. Kamikaze drones are designed to destroy such targets. They are compact, maneuverable, and models such as Switchblade 300 easily fit in a regular backpack. Despite its modest weight of 2.5 kilograms, the Switchblade 300 can reach speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour and stay in the air for up to 15 minutes. Although the flight range is quite modest, only 10 kilometers, it is offset by the practicality of use. Only one person is required to run a drone. If it's launched from a tube, it takes only 2 minutes. The principle is similar to a mortar. Preparation for launch takes up to 10 minutes from a special starting box. But it really all depends on where the drone goes hunting. After all, this bird can be launched from a ship, from the ground, an airplane, and even from a submarine. And then, it's up to a small motor behind the drone. It allows him to fly calmly in reach of the goal. By the way, as soon as the UAV nose leaves the launcher, the wings immediately straighten, jump out like a knife blade. Here is the name, Switchblade, or ejection knife. The color camera allows the operator to effectively track targets, GPS navigation helps to adjust the route as needed, and 50x zoom will allow you to find even the most disguised object. Although this is not all the skills of this little beast. Switchblade 300 systems are configured in such a way that the drone is able to find its own target. It can be programmed on a specific target, for example, to destroy the enemy tiger or truck. And among all the goals, it will choose only the one specified in advance by the operator. You don't even have to drive. Switchblade 300 will do everything itself. The computerized systems help the drone to identify several targets at once and then choose the one that needs to be destroyed. As soon as the drone captures the target will not be able to avoid impact. Why? Because the Switchblade 300 flees to its destination at a speed of 160 km per hour. That is why it's called a kamikaze drone. And the most interesting thing that it's inconspicuous because its compact size. The Switchblade 300 is virtually invisible, leaving only minimum thermal and acoustic traces. During the entire period of use of such drones by the Americans, they never reported the results of the battle. Everything was limited to statements about good results. Ukraine has already received more than 700 such kamikaze drones, and it's not the end of the supply. The United States has already announced the release of a new generation of Switchblade, Model 600. In fact, it's the same drone but with some improvements. If the previous version was used to destroy enemy groups and light armored vehicles, the 600 version is capable of smashing even tanks. The Switchblade 600 is heavier than its predecessor and weighs almost 23 kilograms, all because of the ammunition he carries. Top speed 185 km per hour, In this case, the drone can fly a distance of about 40 kilometers and stay in the air for more than 30 minutes. The Switchblade 600 was first unveiled in 2018. Only in 2021, after all the trials, drones were taken into service into the US Army, and in 2022 rumors started about the supply into Ukraine in connection with the full-scale invasion of the Russian army. To date, the armies of only 2 states have used Switchblade, the United States and Britain. From now on, it's in service in Ukraine as well. Just like the 300's version, it can be programmed for a specific purpose. For example, an enemy T-90, and the drone will roam the air until it finds it and destroys it. The main advantage of using such weapons is that they always get to the target. According to the developers, 100 drones guarantee 100 hits. And of course, a big plus of such weapons – the price. For example, the Switchblade 300 costs only $6,000. The cost of Javelin starts at $249,000, and missiles that are in service of various UAV range from $100,000 per unit. It will be possible to talk about the statistics and success of the use of such weapons after Ukraine's victory in this war, when every Russian occupier gets acquainted with the Switchblades in person.